What's up, YouTube? It's Jukebox Josh back with another episode of the Jukebox Show. And on this show, I will be reviewing Stoner's Night, the collaboration album between Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa. Now, before I get started, I have to salute Juicy J for having a legendary first act and then coming back and reintroducing himself to a new generation and having an impactful second act. I mean, this man had, so many hits with 3 6 Mafia and Hypnotized Minds, that whole camp where he could have toured and just maybe lived off of his legacy. But he's still out here, creating new music, and the music is still good. The music is still hot. So, if you were a fan of Juicy J, well, back in like the early 2000s, late 90s, or whatever, if you like that music, there's a good chance that, that you'll like his newer music. So, I just gotta commend him for that. And I think, brothers can learn a lot from that, in that if you find something that you love to do, you can continue to do it. Don't let somebody tell you that you shouldn't do it or anything. You have to be willing to learn, learn new technology, adapt to changing cultural times and people and all of that. But if you stay flexible, you can continue, and you should continue to do the things that you want to do. So I'm going to be done with that. But just, shout out to Juicy J and Wiz Khalifa. So now let's get into the album. All right. This album has, 13 songs here? Yeah, 13 songs, right? So by now you know how I rate 1 through 3: lyrics, production, creativity, and mic performance. All right. Look, some of y'all may disagree with me. Juicy J does have a few quotables. He has a few. I would say nobody's gonna argue with me that Juicy J isn't like a top. That no one's gonna argue with me and say that Juicy J is a top 10, 20, lyricist, right? So no, that's not really where I would put him, right? So I gave the lyrics and Wiz Khalifa, I gave the lyrics twos pretty much throughout the album. But let's get started. The first track, Testin, that is a jukebox joint. The production is a 3. The creativity, it's the originality / creativity. It's a 2, but the mic performance is 3. What I really love there was the hook is catchy, the scratches are dope, and Wiz came in just omitting positive energy, man. So I always appreciate that about Wiz. The next song, Weak, I gave the production a 3, creativity a 2. The mic performance is 3. Of course, Juicy J and Wiz, they're stars. They're gonna sound good, right? That's so that song above average, right? Pop Trunk, I gave the production. Let's see here. I gave the production a 2, originality a 2, the mic performance a 3. Big Game, I gave that pretty much 2s across the board. Thought the song was kind of average. Backseat, I almost gave that song 2s across the board, but man, Project Pat came on that track. And if you are a fan of Project Pat, you know what I'm talking about, man. He killed it, man. I don't know. I'm a fan of Project Pat. Again, I wouldn't put Project Pat in my top 20 lyricists, but as far as my favorite rappers, yeah, he's in there, and that was a dope feature. So yeah, that was Backseat. So then the next song, Throw It. This is my second jukebox joint there. I thought the song was dope. The production at 3, creativity at 3, the mic performance at 3. It's a strip club song. That's not an original concept, but it works. Juicy J, he just made it work. Like, as soon as the song came on, I want to hear it. I want to hear it at a strip club, and I'm not even a strip club person, but I thought that song was hot. Try It, I gave the production a 3, the creativity a 2, the mic performance a 3. What I will say about that song is I like Lex Luger doing the co-production, man, he's still dropping beats. He's still dropping some hot beats. So, shout out to Lex Luger. They want to see you. This is another jukebox joint. This is my third jukebox joint off this album. I thought that this was Juicy J at his best. Telling a story. There's a message behind the song. I gave the production a 3, creativity a 3, the mic performance a 3. Next song, Ask for Days. You already know that's not an original concept, but Juicy J is always creative. So that song was dope. I gave it the production a 3, the creativity a 2, the mic performance a 3. Club Close, I gave that pretty much 2s across the board. I did give the mic production a 3. It's like a repetitive theme there. It's like another strip club song. It's just not as good. It's just not as good as Throw It. Blaze Up, I gave that song 2s across the board. I don't know, that song could have been left off the project to me. Why Do I Stay High? That's a jukebox joint. I gave the lyrics a 2, the production a 3, creativity a 3, the mic performance is a 3. That might be the best song on the project. Thought it was a good ode to Bone Thugs and Harmony. So yeah, that was a good song. And then the last song is Invest, and I gave that 2s across the board. I think the beat was hot. I would have liked to maybe heard that beat on a different project or a different song. So overall, lyrics, I gave lyrics 26 out of 39. Production 33 out of 39. Originality, creativity 29 out of 39. The mic performance 36 out of 39. Overall score of 127 over 156 is 79, which is right there at that C plus B minus score. That's where I would put it. 79. That's about right to me. What's my ultimate opinion of it is that this album, it just reminded me of why I liked Wiz Khalifa back in the day, and why I like Juicy J, and why Juicy J is a star. The production is dope. If you want to hear some banging beats, and you're not really caught up in the lyrics, then this album isn't going to be a 79 to you. It's going to be a little bit higher because the production is solid. If you're someone that's more so into the MCing and the lyrics, then the album might be a little bit lower than a 79 to you. So it just depends. But I think 79 is a good score. But that's my opinion. Let me know what your opinion is. Leave a comment. What did you think about the album? What were some of your favorite songs on the album? Please don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, peace.